Welcome to the Experience Engine podcast. I'm Graham Crichton, a photographer with nearly 20 years' experience in all different areas of the photography industry.
And I'm Hannah Crichton, a client happiness manager who specialises in making sure every client experience is a great one.
Join us for this podcast where each episode will deep dive into how to elevate your creative business, from being one that's all about product to being one that's all about clients. Hi, I'm Graham.
And I'm Hannah, and this is the Experience Engine. Today, we're talking about a decision every client makes that you'll never see.
Is it deciding should they have schnitzel for dinner this evening?
Graham, it's the decision to contact you or not.
And the important bit of this is that the decision is usually made well before anyone emails, they phone you, or even fill out a form.
Yeah, and most creatives never realise how many people will look, hesitate, but then just quietly move on.
People don't announce this decision.
And you'll never get any feedback.
And they don't say something didn't quite add up.
They just leave.
If you don't understand why that happens, then you end up trying to fix the wrong things.
Yeah, okay, so what are people actually checking? Before anyone contacts you, they'll do a quick sense check.
And they won't do that consciously or politely. They're just going to do it instinctively.
Yeah, in their head, they're asking things like, do I understand what this person does? Do they look professional? Does everything on their website feel joined up?
And maybe the biggest one, Hannah, does what I'm saying line up with what the person's actually charging?
Yeah, so Graham, let's start with clarity.
And a lot of creatives, they lose people by trying to sound too clever.
Long explanations, industry terms, things like fine art photography, things like that, talking about the craft and not the outcome.
Oh my word, yes. In our industry, we are so fond of terms that people just don't understand. Most people don't need to know how we do it.
No, they just need to know what you do, who it's for, and what it's like to work with you.
If someone has to work hard to understand you, they're just not going to bother.
No, they'll just click away onto the next option.
Professional is about finish. So does this feel professional? That's what people are looking to see.
Yeah, and we want to be really clear here. This isn't about feeling fancy or pop.
No, it's about people noticing a finish. And that's what people notice. They notice finish.
Yeah, your spelling, your grammar, the image quality that you're using, the layout.
They notice when things feel rushed or half done.
Yeah, but it's a feeling that they'll have. They'll not be able to necessarily say, I didn't like that because they spelt a word wrong, but it'll be a feeling of overall that they'll get.
And they do, they feel that. And when the small details, when they feel messy, when they feel scrappy, people, they go to assume that the bigger picture is going to be the same.
Yeah, so this is where consistency matters.
Because people trust what feels joined up.
Yeah, using the same tone, the same standard, the same look.
If one page feels polished and then the next looks messy, it just doesn't create doubt in people. Not because people care about design necessarily, but because they don't know which version of you they're actually going to get.
Yeah, when things don't match, confidence plummets.
So the value has to stack up, and this is a big one. If your message, your work, and your prices, they don't back each other up, there is going to be a disconnect.
Yeah, you can't say one thing, charge another, and then show something completely different.
When that happens, people don't buy into the value, even if they really like your work.
They hesitate, and hesitation usually ends in silence.
Join us on our Facebook group, the Experience Engine Podcast Group, for show notes, bonus content, and ask us questions about this episode. We believe sharing is caring, so we want to hear from you. Another thing that people don't talk about enough, I think, Hannah, is looking the same as everybody else.
Yeah, we're not saying that templates are bad, but you can recognize a template.
We've all been guilty of it, overused fonts, familiar layouts that we've seen time and time again, the same structure repeated everywhere. And that is the danger of using some software like Canva, for example. And I must say, I am a huge Canva convert, but it does not sit with me whenever I see the same designs repeated across different businesses, because I know then that they have used Canva. And I know that they have just used a template rather than putting in thought into what they're doing. And there is, of course, a place for that, but it does resonate, and I'm sure other people are the same.
Yeah, so, every time you see something that looks exactly the same, or if you see 5 headshot photographers all using the same Canva template, you're all just going to blend into the background.
And when everything looks the same, people, they don't slow down to work out the difference.
No, they're just going to move on to something else.
So People don't analyze, do they, Hannah? I think they decide. And I think this is quite important.
Yeah, people don't sit there dissecting every aspect of your business.
No, they're not going to be sitting there scoring you.
They're going to decide whether to take the next step or not.
And that decision is based on how things stack up as a whole.
Right. So, what do you actually do about this?
First, you need to look at your own work properly. And by that, I don't mean as the person who made it, but as someone seeing it for the very first time.
Yeah, ask yourself things like, do I understand this? Does it feel finished? And does everything gel?
And most importantly, does this support what I am charging? Okay, so this has been quite heavy and it is a lot to take in.
Yeah, so that's why we've put together a simple checklist that you can download. So after the podcast, head over to the Facebook community and grab it from there.
The checklist is designed to help you spot the things that people notice before they ever contact you.
Yeah, this isn't about changing everything.
No, it's just to see what they see and see it through their eyes. We've also included a page of prompts that you can use with any large language model.
Remember, this isn't about rewriting your business.
No, but it is to act as a second pair of eyes. Sometimes we just need a second pair of eyes to see things.
Yeah, and it can be very hard to spot things that might feel unclear, unfinished, or out of step, especially if you're the one who's designed them. And I know it can be tricky to get somebody to read things for you.
Used properly, it helps you to notice the things that are just too close to see.
So, this week, don't go redesigning everything.
And
don't start explaining yourself louder.
just remove the one reason that someone might hesitate.
Because most people, they don't need convincing.
They just need things to make sense.
Next time, we're talking about the elephant in everybody's room. Will AI take my creative job?
Follow us on Instagram at The Experience Engine, and don't forget to join our Facebook community too, where you can get those downloads that we talked about. You can also ask questions about this episode and your own client experience. You'll find all of this at thexpengine.com. I'm Graham.
And I'm Hannah.
And this is the Experience Engine.